stock photos are dead. And I'm not saying this because the Canva library sucks. It's actually pretty solid right now. Why use generic photos when you can now generate photos of yourself in any given situation? Look, that's me crying, sad, crying from joy, me in the subway, waking up, and that's me stuck in a glass jar. In this video, I'll show you an easy 3-step workflow to generate photos of yourself with Nano Banana and then plug them into Canva to generate slides, social media posts, or any kinds of visuals that look branded and professional. And most importantly, I'll show you how to keep them realistic, not AI weird. Hey, what's up everyone? Ronnie here. Let's get into this workflow. Before we jump in though, let me give you a word or two about the tools I'm going to be using for this tutorial. So for image generation, I highly recommend you use Nano Banana Pro, which is the best-in-class model as of today in order to generate the most realistic photos. Especially if we are going to be using photos of ourselves, we want these photos to look real, exactly like us. The problem with Nano Banana Pro is that it's mostly a paid tool. You can find ways to use it for free, but you will be limited in your capacity, in the amount of images you can generate daily. There is an abundance of tutorials on YouTube about Nano Banana. Some of them are specifically about where to find it for free. The one I know for free users is Gemini, but you will be limited to 1 or 2 images per day. The one I will be using, the platform I will be using to access Nano Banana Pro is Hixfields. Okay, Hixfields is a platform aggregator where you can do a bunch of different things: AI video, AI photo, all sorts of apps that you can do here. This video is not sponsored by Hixfield. It's just the tool we use in the team. And under Hixfield, there is this plan, or there was this offer where you can get to Nano Banana Pro Unlimited. You see this right here. And you will have images up to 2K resolution unlimited for a year. That's the plan I got. So when I generate stuff, if I toggle this little slider on, I can have unlimited Nano Banana usage. I have this message right now saying me that Google might be slow in responding. So we'll see as we develop the images, but mostly it has been working fine. These are all images I have, or my team has, generated with Nano Banana Pro. And we are going to cover them in a second. But I just want to make sure you see which tools are going to be important for us here in this workflow. So the first one, you need access to Nano Banana Pro. Now, if you can't afford paying for a plan like Hixfield or Gemini, I would recommend you use the good old ChatGPT. Even the free plan has a much better image generation tool as of today. Why is that? Because OpenAI realized, okay, Gemini is gaining ground, even like replacing ChatGPT for many users because their image generator is so good. So they have stepped up their game when it comes to image generation. And now the latest model, which is OpenAI 5.2 model, will give you very good and very realistic images, even when you're trying to generate images of yourself. So sign up to ChatGPT, head over the images tab right here, and you can start describing the image you want ChatGPT to generate. You can also add a photo as a reference, or actually several photos as a reference. So this is if you don't want to spend a dime on Nano Banana Pro. I will still be using it because I have my Hixfield plan. And the second paid tool I'm going to be using today is my Canva Teams account. So a paid Canva account, which will allow me to access tools like the Magic Studio, tools like background remover, Magic Grab, etc., etc. That is for the third step of this workflow. All right, that being said, let's jump into step number 1, which is to build your character reference sheet. What you see here is a character reference sheet of myself that was generated by AI, by Nano Banana itself, based on a single true photo of myself. So this very first photo right here is a true photo. It's a real photo of myself. All of the other photos have been generated by AI. So I found that this trick right here to generate a reference sheet, a 3x3 reference sheet with 9 photos total, will give me the best results while generating images of myself or while generating images of Diana, for example. We can do the exact same character sheet for anyone, really. But sometimes the AI goes a little bit like further apart from the reality. Like here, this last photo doesn't really look like Diana's first photo. For some people, it's going to work best than for others. For me, I was pretty satisfied. I have generated 2 of these sheets. So this one right here. Again, the last one, not exactly my face, but we are pretty close. And this one right here, which is the one I've been using the most, my face a bit more serious at the end right here. But yeah, that's pretty much me. In a little freebie I have put together for you guys, so you'll find the link in the description to this Nano Banana prompt guide, right? And this prompt guide will include not only this prompt right here that I have used for my reference sheet, but 49 other prompts for Nano Banana. So you can do some cool stuff with Nano Banana. I'm not going to spoil it. You can download the free guide in the description of this video. You'll get access to all the prompts I use in the tutorial, but also some more to have fun with Nano Banana. So this should give you this type of sheet. You can create it as a square, a 1x1 image. You can, if you use Nano Banana here, you can decide on the format, the aspect ratio you want. So yeah, just whatever works for you right here should be good. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to reproduce this thing. So I'm going to copy the prompt, take all of this. This is another thing I love about Higgsfield is that I can easily grab a prompt, everything stays there. So it's like a library of prompts and images that I have generated of myself. So, okay, I have this and now I need a photo of myself, like an actual photo of myself. Maybe I could just take a screenshot of this. So let me just quickly grab a screenshot of me right now. There you go. Here it is. And I'm just going to drop it here. So let's see how well Nano Banana is working today. Let's make sure if you are using Higgsfield like me and have the unlimited plan to toggle this on. 2K is fine. And let's have a 1x1 aspect ratio and generate that. So it takes a little bit of time. So you see, should come, let me zoom out, should come here in your queue. So generating an image with Nano Banana Pro inside Higgsfield might take between a few seconds to a few minutes. Here, I'm going to speed up the video. I will tell you approximately how long it lasted. All right. And while we are doing this, I want to try the same prompt right here in ChatGPT because I told you could use that as an alternative. So I'm going to add my reference image right here. So my screenshot should be here on the desktop. Yes, perfect. So I pasted the same exact prompt right here. Let's see if ChatGPT can give me a similar outcome. All right. All I need to do is to generate a 3x3 grid contact sheet, 9 panels in 1:1 aspect ratio, providing a complete visual reference. Okay, perfect. Let's run this. ChatGPT should be getting at, it's going to first analyze this image and then it's creating something in the same format. So let's see which one of the 2 platforms is actually going to finish the task first. There you go. So I do have my sheet right here in Nano Banana Pro or in Higgsfield. So it's pretty good. I can see the first photo right here. This one has been reinvented with the AI because it's not the exact screenshot I gave it, right? But still, the same view. It gave me the close-up. It chose to take this part of my shot for the close-up, and the action scene right here is pretty good too. It's not my actual studio, but I think it did a pretty good job. So you see, this is what you should be aiming for. Like you have all of a sudden like a much better description of your character. You give the AI more angles to understand like who the person it needs to recreate and what that person looks like under different angles. So that is the first step. Create your character reference sheet just with this simple prompt that I gave you. And let's move on to step number 2. All right, let's get into the fun part of this tutorial. That is to generate realistic photos of yourself, photos that actually look like you. Now that we have our reference sheet, it's very easy actually to make photos of yourself in all sorts of situations. So let me get back to Higgsfield right here. You can delete your previous prompt. If you're working with Gemini, just continue the conversation if you still have some credits. But I want to show you a few of the images. There are actually 3 different ways you can go about this. The very first one is to simply use your reference sheet. Okay, so if I click on the plus button right here, let me find that reference sheet. So it should be in my downloads. I'm going to be using the one from today. This one right here, open that, and you see it will upload here as a reference image. And after that, you can simply type a prompt. Okay, so that's the first method. You use your character sheet and you use a prompt. So let's grab a prompt from our Nano Banana free guide right here. Let's see something fun. Don't want to spoil it. Yes, this one is fun. So I'm going to give myself a mohawk. Okay, so that's prompt 46 that I have prepared for you guys. Let's come back to this. So give the man a mohawk. Okay, so give him a mohawk, or give the man in the reference image a mohawk. We can be more specific, a yellow mohawk that matches the yellow vest. Okay, let's try this. Let's change the image format. Let's imagine I want to create a slide for this video. I'm gonna put 16:9, 2K, unlimited, Nano Banana Pro. Okay, let's go for this. And when I run my Nano Banana prompts with Xfield right here, because I have unlimited actual credits via the plan I purchased, I usually create 2 different instances of the image. So I have the choice between one or the other. In the meantime, while this is actually generating, I'm going to copy my prompt and head over ChatGPT right here. Remember, we ran this same character sheet for free. This is the free version. So this is actually the reference sheet, the character reference sheet that was generated by ChatGPT's image generation. And you see, this is not bad at all. So if you don't want to spend any money, this is your solution. Like, this character looks like me on all of the photos. Maybe this is not really realistic. This is, I don't know, some sort of a weird microphone setup. This is my microphone right here. It looks like it, but this thing right here is definitely not on my desk. This is realistic, though the green screen is behind me, not on the wall right here, but it's realistic. So what I could do right here is to simply use that reference sheet. Okay, so I'm going to download it like so. I'm going to allow ChatGPT to download this, and I am going to add it as a reference right here. So it's this one right here. I just want to do all of the prompt in parallel in the free tools and the paid tools to show you the difference. But to show you also it's possible. Oh, I forgot the prompt. Sorry about this. Oh, no, it's actually here. I had prompted it. So good. Sorry. Yeah, I need to do it again. So, okay, let me copy this prompt again. Boom, and add the reference image. All right, so there is something I didn't know here. I bump into this limitation of ChatGPT, and I was not aware of this until now. So I learned something live here, is that you can only add reference images 1 or 2 per day. I think it's 1 per day because that's the one I uploaded. So maybe what I can try is to just simply, because it's in the same conversation, give the man in the reference image a yellow mohawk. So just run the prompt and see if it will understand which reference image I mean. But it seems that you can only upload 1 file, 1 image per day on the free plan right here of ChatGPT. So how about our Higgsfield experiment here? Okay, I see myself with a mohawk that kind of matches the vest. So that's not too bad. I like it, though the colors are a little bit faded on my glasses, but it's not too bad. And the other one, what happened here, wow, this one, it actually recreated most of my character sheet with the mohawk. Okay, so this is good too. I could use some of that. And I would say this first experiment worked. So what did we learn here? 2 things: that ChatGPT for free actually does have limitations of the number of files you can upload every day. And second, that this first method of using the reference sheet and a single prompt works as well to create realistic images of ourselves. And we can start having fun with these stock images that are personalized, that are ourselves. Now, let me get into a second method that I actually prefer when it comes to generating images of myself in specific situations expressions with Nano Banana Pro. That method consists of starting with Canva. Okay, so I'm gonna open a new Canva window right here, and I'm gonna go straight to the photo library, canva.com/photos. Okay, canva.com/photos. And you can also get here, I guess, from the Canva homepage. Just open this menu, then click on templates, and from templates, go to photos. This is the same thing as typing in your URL bar, canva.com/photos, right? So once you're here, it's really up to you what you want to represent. For example, let's say I am searching for a man, like let's say man dressed as a wrestler, a man dressed as a wrestler. Okay, yes, or maybe a Mexican wrestler, something like this. This is good. Okay, let's say I want to represent Ronnie, but in an attire like this one. Maybe not without a shirt. We don't want to trigger any, or maybe let's get this funky looking man right here. Let's say I want to give myself this attire right here. So I'm going to click on that photo. And from here, I'm just going to do a simple screenshot. Take that photo right here from the Canva library. Okay. Come back to Nano Banana, drop my photo here as a reference along with my reference sheet. It's still here. And I'm going to write the following prompt. So now I need to explain, okay, take the character from the reference sheet and take that man with the outfit and just mix the two of them. Okay. So I would say, give the man in the reference sheet, that is photo 1, give the man with the yellow vest in the reference sheet, photo 1, the same outfit and facial expression as the man in photo 2. Okay, so the prompt, give the man with the yellow vest in the reference sheet, photo 1, the same outfit and facial expression as the man in photo 2. All right, I'm gonna launch this and I'm gonna define my aspect ratio. This time, let's go 4:5, unlimited, yes, unlimited 1 and 2. Okay, so I have 2 photos that are going to be generating right here. Now, I reached my limit on ChatGPT. So I guess I will have to wait a little bit more because I cannot upload more references right here, which is a little bit annoying, I have to admit. I didn't know this existed because I very rarely use my ChatGPT free account. I am on a Plus account and the Plus account doesn't have this limitation. Okay, so this is the second method, right? Where you use another reference image. You have your reference character sheet and you use another image that you found somewhere that you find interesting, an outfit, an expression. And I do this quite often when I need to find a specific expression, like a facial expression. For example, you could use something like angry. Type in angry and you will have some angry faces. So Nano Banana is really good at recreating expressions based on images. So angry, it could be, I don't know, in love. For example, in love. So you type it in love, you will find some photos of people in love, like facial expressions, stuff like that. You could find something like curious. Okay, I'm curious, I'm investigating, something like this, or listening, or thinking, thoughtful, or maybe hesitant. You know, these kinds of expressions could be super useful when you create a presentation, for example, or social media. I mean, and you want to express that feeling. And so just come to Canva or whatever stock image library, but Canva is great for that. Type in your feeling, the emotion that you are trying to recreate, grab the image, go to Nano Banana, and just apply that to your own photo. Let's have a look. They're still in progress right here. So let's speed up the video. All right, so this is what I got. Well, actually, let me show you both results. Okay, the first one, I don't know why, but the photo wasn't changed. But this one right here, we can see that Nano Banana tried to swap my face, but didn't do such a great job. I would say, I think we could do better than this. But still, like, this man has some of my physical aspects, like the beard, the glasses. So yeah, it's just a question of refining the prompt right here. So because I was not so satisfied about this second image right here, I simplified my prompt and I wrote down this time, recreate an image like photo 2. So this one right here, same outfit, expression with the man in photo 1. Let's see if this works better and gives me a better outcome. The last step in our workflow is to bring these photos, these AI generated photos of ourselves, bring them over to Canva and start using the power of Canva to create the content that we need. And this is where Canva will shine, because in Canva you have different formats, different templates that you can use for all sorts of imaginable document types, right? So you can go and create carousels for Instagram or LinkedIn. So I suggest I start by showing you some of the things I myself created. So this is one example. This is module 2 of our Rondi collab. So this is our new membership for content creators. Every month we explore a different theme. So month 2 is to build your content operating system. But these slides that I generate, I use this exact same technique. See, this is an image of Diana saying stop planning, start publishing. This photo right here, also AI generated, looks exactly like me. Okay, this one as well, the both of us building something, or you can use these kinds of photos. It's loading, but there. So this photo, I took a screenshot of a photo in the Canva library of a content creator, and I asked it to replace the character for Diana and uploaded Diana's character reference sheet. So it works wonders. But what I want to show you right here, let me start from a blank document to show you how I got to this result. So if you start from a blank presentation like this one right here, you'll first go to your design tab and start looking for templates. Okay, so here, templates, you have a multitude of great templates, good design. So I'm going to show you the one I use for our course slides right here. It's this one right here. So for example, I took this slide right here. So you already have a great layout. You have text placeholders, a good text. So everything is cool. The background is also cool. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this photo right here, but I'm simply going to upload one of my images. Let's say the one of Ronnie with the mohawk. I should be able to find it in the downloads. Yeah, it's this one right here. Let's import that and simply upload that right here on my page. So my photo is quickly going to load here. There you go. So now this is what I have. The next step is obviously to start working on this image. I don't want this big white background behind me. So I can use the background remover. There you go. Put my photo here. Maybe I will continue cropping it so I have only the image I need. Let's make it about this size so that my mohawk is a little bit covering the text right here. So this already looks great. Okay, I can start editing this some more if I want to edit maybe the adjust button and auto adjust, give me a little bit more pop right here. This looks good. Or if I want the same exact feel as the template, I could take that and simply use the copy style button to apply that same effect to my image right here. Okay, and if I still want my mohawk to be a little bit on top of the text, there you go. This is done. Great. Now, I preferred the color version, so I'm going to quickly go Control Z until the color comes back. I'm going to get rid of this little guy. And you know what? I'm going to change the color of this text, or maybe change the color of these subtexts for the color yellow of my mohawk right here. So I'm going to add a new color, and then I'm going to take the color picker and pick a color right here. Maybe a little bit lighter color. So I'm going to go up a bit. Yeah, this looks good. And similarly, I can give that second text the same color. And this is how you create on-brand experiences in Canva with a template. So you have like cool slides like this one. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. That's what I'm trying to say right here. You can simply use existing layouts. And now with the power of Nano Banana or ChatGPT, you can create images of yourself and have like really branded experiences. Imagine doing an entire presentation and presenting in front of a room, and all the photos inside your slide deck are you, just dressed in silly situations or silly attires, like me with a mohawk, a yellow mohawk. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Let me show you another example. So these are social media posts, okay? So we have been promoting the Rondi collab for about a month now. We launched on the 15th of January, and we now have like a good amount of members inside the collab, about 15 members, so that's cool. I'm really happy. But what I want to show you is that, so this image is a real image, but then we started generating more images. So here is an image of Diana, here's an image of me, me. And you see, I'm using the same template, or actually a different document type with the same template adapted. You see it's the same background, the same color, the same font with my AI generated images right here. And not all of them look perfectly like you, but it's good enough, I would say. All right, I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. I think you get the point. So the 3-step workflow. Step number 1, create your character reference sheet. Okay, based on one real photo and the prompt that you will find right here in the free Nano Banana guide that I leave you for you to download in the description. So that's step number 1, your character reference sheet. Step number 2, start developing, generating images of yourself. Nano Banana Pro is the way to go. Find it in Higgs Fields, find it in Gemini for free with limited access. And then step number 3, get inside Canva, find the right document type, use a template, and then start swapping the photos for your photos. And if you need to make some AI retouching of your photos, use the Magic Studio tools. If you're not on the Canva Pro plan, I will also have a link in the description with our 30-day affiliate link for you to try Canva Pro for a period of 1 month. That's what I wanted to teach you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. I will see you in the next tutorial.